Hi guys, Mr. Duke here to go over some of the key concepts and do you know how questions from section 4.1. I'll go ahead and go to the smartboard here and kind of show you around. But our key concept is that a scatter plot shows the relationship or association between two sets of data. All right, and right here, we've got three sets of data up here. Okay, and because in our first plot here, we've got a group of data that appears to be going uphill. All right, the y values are increasing as the x values increase. That's going to show us a positive association. Okay, and one of the things you see in there is a group of points that's gathered together. We call that a cluster. Okay, that's a positive association. Anytime the trend line or the points seem to be going uphill in a general direction, that's going to give us a positive association. All right, one of the more confusing things is if you've got a group of points going down, all right, if a positive association is going up, a negative association is going down. All right, a lot of people think when there's negative correlation or negative association, you think, oh, well, there's no relationship between the data. That's not true. We're going to get to that in a second. All right, but in this particular graph, as you can see, those points, if I were to draw a line through them, kind of go this way. Okay, well, the y values are decreasing as the x values increase. X is going this way, going up. Y is going this way, headed down. That's a negative association. It has a negative slope. All right, two terms to look at. If we have an area where there are no points, we call that a gap in the data. And if we got one that just kind of hangs out there on his own and he's away from everybody, we call that an outlier. All right, more on that later. Okay, the third type of graph is when we put all of our data up there and it just doesn't make any sense. All right, you can't really draw a line through any part of this because, I mean, you got maybe kind of here, but not really. Kind of here, but not, no. There's too much going on there. All right, when there's no consistent pattern to the data, we simply mark that as no association or no correlation. All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and head down here into the questions portion of the program. We'll skip do you understand? You know where to find that. Let's go to number 2. Model with math. Marcy always sleeps fewer than 9 hours each night and has never scored more than 27 points in a basketball game. A scatter plot suggests the more sleep she gets, the more she scores. What scales for the axes might be best for constructing the scatter plot? Okay, so if I'm making my axes, I'm doing my scatter plot. All right, I'm making it look like this. My x value, what I'm measuring is her sleep. All right, and what's my max value going to be? Always sleeps fewer than 9 hours. So my biggest number here is going to be 9, and I can work backwards. Okay, over here on the y-axis, what I'm measuring against the sleep is points scored. And the max value there was 27, so I'm going to go ahead and put that all the way at the top. All right, knowing that I'm never going to go higher than 27, and I'll go in and fill in my data from there. All right, let's see here. All right, in number 3 here, constructing arguments, Kyle says that every scatter plot will have a cluster, a gap, and an outlier. Is he correct? Explain. Well, what do you think? Think about that and jot some notes down in your book there. Let's go up here to number 4. Phoebe constructs a scatter plot to show the data. What scales could she use for the y and x axes? Okay, so our input is shoe size. Our output is height. All right, so here we go. My x-axis down here is going to be my shoe size. All right. My smallest number is 5. My biggest number is 8. So I'm going to do a little trick here. I'm going to break the axis. All right. Instead of starting at 1 and going up to 1, 2, 3, I'm going to go ahead and start at 5. But I got to draw that little squiggle there to show that it's broken. All right, so I'm just going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the only values I have. I'm going to try to get them all in there. All right, for height, my lowest is 54, my highest is 64. So I'll go ahead and break the axis there. Started at 54, and then I'll go by ones up to 64. And from there, I'll be able to graph accordingly. All right. Last but not least, number 5. Jermaine constructs a scatter plot to show how many people visit different theme parks in a month. Why might clusters and outliers be present? Okay, so, let's take a look here. We're looking at number of thousands of visitors to a theme park. All right, notice where they're the highest. All right, right here in the middle, right around months 5, 6, 7, 8, and even 9 to a point. Okay, what do we call months 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on our calendar? Well, that's summer. All right, those are clustered together because the theme park is going to be pretty high. Okay, our lowest, here's an outlier out here. That's November. A lot of different things can go wrong in November. All right, it could be cold, it could be rainy, it could be snowy, it could be a mixture of all of the above. All right, so that outlier is going to be all the way down there in November. All right, notice, December, it's kind of up there. Maybe a lot of folks are going for Christmas break. But November is kind of down there by itself, having the theme park blues, I guess. All right, guys, that'll wrap us up for Do You Understand, Do You Know for 4.1. Good luck as you go through the chapter.